What's up, everybody? I'm coming on a little early to do a test to make sure that you guys can hear me and see me and so forth. Just doing like a test run. If it doesn't work, I'm going to have to switch to my phone. I've checked everything, so it should be working. I don't know if it's not working. I don't know why. I've checked my comments, settings. I've checked everything. What's up, everybody? I'm coming on a little early to make sure this thing's working right. If it's not, I'm going to switch over to the phone. So somebody comment. Let me know if this thing's working properly. Can you hear me? See good? Everything good? I just want to make sure it's working right. All right, good. At least I got it working correctly. I don't know what the hell happened last time, but I guess I fixed it. So we can hang out for a few minutes. We don't. Everybody's supposed to come on at 7, so they're probably thinking, like, "What the hell am I doing on here early?" But I'd rather make sure it's working. What's up? What's up, big dog? I got all the dogs sitting here. I got Sandy pregnant sitting here. I got Vader sitting behind me, all sleeping on blankets on the floor here. And my camera got all fuzzy all of a sudden. What happened to that? So how's everybody doing? What's up, Blue? All of a sudden, my camera. Now everything was going good, and now my damn face is all grainy looking. The picture looked cloudy to you guys. Check this shit. This is bullshit. I tell you, man, if it ain't one thing, it's another. This is a brand new camera I got here too. I'm gonna have to go out and spend some money and buy some professional shit, man. Because like, see, I mean, I got Logitech here. Just got done doing some plumbing. Yeah, I do it every day, man. Every day. Every day. I don't know what. Bear with me, guys. Trying to make this thing clear up. I don't know what the hell I did to it. Unless it's my, and I got AT&T, like that fiber optic super internet, so I don't think it's that. Anyway, you can see me good enough, see my ugly ass good enough. So how's everybody been? Everybody doing all right? Here, I'll show you. I'll show you what I got going on. A little sneak peek. There's Sandy. There's Vader laying on the bed. So, shut up. He does a bitch. I can't believe this camera just went fuzzy like that. It was crystal clear. I don't know what the hell's going on with this thing. Man. This thing's such a piece of shit. Brand new computer, brand new camera, and it looks like this. It's like, really? Your girl knocked out on the couch. Yeah, these guys got it made, man. They lay in the air conditioning all day. They go out, they eat, they come back in. They got it rough, man. They got a rough time here. Anybody got any puppies right now? Anybody got any litters coming up? I was talking earlier today on a video about the ear cropping and all, and I tell you, every dog that I got that has natural ears or floppy ears, I mean, they all get ear infections or yeast infections in their ears. I mean, Sadie over here is she got skin problem, all kinds of shit. Now she's a rescue dog, so I do rescue from time to time too, you know, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to save her. I mean, I just don't think I'm gonna be able to save her, man, because she's like losing weight. I think she's got autoimmune disease or something because already got yeast infection in both ears. I just rinsed them out with the stuff the doctor gave me, and it's not paying off. Like, I mean, I spent like $4,000 on a rescue dog over the last 5 years trying to get her skin clear. You know, I ain't trying to make no money off her. Ain't none of that shit. Turn his TV off so blinking and shit. Yeah. But I mean, I can't get her straight, man, and she's suffering because I mean, her skin's raw. She's bleeding on her legs. I can't watch it no more, man. I'm taking her to the vet tomorrow, and I'm going to say, look, I was like, if you guys can't figure it out, I think we need to put her down because she lost like 10 pounds. I mean, she was 53 pounds. I bet she only weighed 40 something pounds. She probably weighs about 42, 45 pounds. She lost a lot of weight. She's miserable. I mean, I don't know. I got to take her to the vet, but I'm not going to just keep her alive because because to save my feelings. I need to do what's best for the dog. If I can't give her any quality of life, then it doesn't make any sense. And then check this out. Then on Saturday, 3 o'clock in the morning, after the vet sent me home saying, "Now check this shit out." Vet tells me she does X-rays right on my pocket. The one was going to have the puppies. Now we're 59 days in when she's taking these X-rays, right? She's telling me I don't see any toes, skeletal, like skeletal toes on the puppy's feet. I'm like, okay, that's like a red flag to me. She's talking about skeletal. Well, got news for you. Skeleton's already built in 59 days. So she don't right there. She don't know what she's talking about. Um, she says, I don't think we should take him right now. And I'm like, okay. So I go home, right? Guess what happens? She goes into labor 3 o'clock in the morning. She's got a puppy's foot sticking out of her, and I gotta rush her to the Charlotte vet, the Mercy vet at Charlotte. So $4,000 later, I got one dead puppy and two live puppies, and of course the female's the one that died. So I'm stuck with two male puppies now. I mean, they look great. They look fantastic. I mean, the blue one is, oh my god, the blue one's head looks like a cinder block. I mean, massive. But I lost the blue girl. I was really pissed. I was mad. You know, be different if I paid 4 grand and I got a female out of it. Because then I got something to start my line with. That was gonna be my foundation pocket female for my own stuff. Because I don't want to go out and buy no more shit. Because every time I get something for somebody, it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to build my own thing. I'm not trying to keep buying from other people all the time. But yeah. So that happened, and the pups are doing great. The two puppies are fat, man. They're crawling around. They're doing great. So I'm gonna keep the blue one, and I'm gonna sell the champagne and white one. So if anybody wants a pocket, it's from Killer Bloodline. So you got mother's side is Gotti line, Dax line, So that's real small pocket, almost like on the verge of a micro, like real small pocket, right? So this Gotti line, Dax line, you know, bred to Little Rock. Little Rock is son of Joshua, champion Joshua, Bully Barnes Joshua, which goes back to grand champion Samson. So you got bigger dogs on the one side, so you should get something in the middle. Um, but the headpieces should be crazy, and it looks like it because I mean that blue one, man, that blue one, holy crap! I mean both of them look good, but the blue one just, I mean, is just the shit. I'm telling you. And it looks like he might have a light brindling, possibly, because I'm seeing some light tan lines, real faint, like ghost, almost like ghost brindle type thing. But we'll see. See what happens with it. So I don't want to just talk about me on here. Anybody got anything going on in anybody's kennel? Anything going on? I don't care if you tell me you got puppies on my chat, man. I ain't like that, man. I ain't trying to just sell my shit. You know what I mean? If somebody's got something they want to talk about it on here, whatever, I don't care. I don't worry about it. I mean, I know people do it out of respect, but I'm not a jerk like that. Like, oh, not on my channel. Don't do that on my channel. I don't give a shit. I'm not selling any dogs anyway right now, to tell you the truth. Everybody's so goddamn cheap. And Blue, I'll tell you right now, if you're just starting out, don't get too many dogs, man, right now, because I'm telling you, you ain't going to sell them like you think you are. I'm telling you right now. I don't give a shit what they made. They can be bossy this, bossy that. I got bossy here. I can't sell my two blue puppies for $1,000 a piece. That's how sad it is. And I shouldn't have to sell them for $1,000 a piece. They got their ears cropped. They got all their shots. You know. So let's see. Their great grandfather is Bossy's Willy Wonka, which is Kobe's grandfather. And on the mother's side, you got tons of R sides on the mother's side. R sides top and bottom. But I mean, the times are changing, the market's changing, the economy's all screwed up. You got Joe Biden and all that crap, and they're trying to indict Trump and all that stuff going on. So I tell you, this camera not working right is really pissing me off. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. But brand new camera. I mean, it's not even 3 months old. Do I look when you guys see me on the screen? I look fuzzy, right? Look grainy, like. Yeah, figures. It's always something. But anyway, so Tuesday should be the day that Sandy drops. See what I get out of that. I'm taking deposits on that litter now. So if somebody wants one of the top 4 picks out of Sandy's litter, and it might be Merle's, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she could have 5 Merles. She could have no Merles. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I'm sure she'll have at least, 1 Merle, but I don't know. I think I'm going to have. I think I'm either going to have not too many Merles in this litter, or I'm going to have a shitload of Merles. Because there's Merle on Sandy's side as well, but it's back a little bit. Sandy's an XL. She's just small XL. She's like on the bottom tier of the XL. Like right at the bottom. My XLs are not huge. I'm going to breed the size in as I go. Like once I get the puppies from this, because I mean, you see, I named her Kira. Kira is the try. I named her Kira because I got to name these dogs, man. I named them. I named Kira, Maya, and what the hell they call? I can't remember what that called. I don't know. I haven't figured the other one out. I don't think yet. But Kira, Maya. So Kira is to try. The solid blue face one is Maya, and I got to figure something else out for the other one. I'm terrible trying to pick names out anyway. It's a pain in the ass. It's one of the worst parts of owning dogs. But you see the bone and the size on Kira, man. Kira, that dog, man. I mean, she's a beast. I mean, she's gonna be big. She looks like a damn bossy puppy. When you see the bossy puppies, you got the big, heavy bone front legs, and look like it hurts. They got the wrinkles all on their forehead. That's what she looked like. Now she's starting to get longer, and her muzzle's growing, and her back's gonna grow some more. She's gonna start looking a little goofy, but at least she's not east west. She's not cow hawk. She's straight. Um, I got them all. All the puppies are on New Vet. I got them on the joint supplement and the multivitamin. They get that every day in the morning. They're on a kibble/raw diet. All my dogs are on a kibble/raw diet. So they're not just getting kibble. And I usually reduce the kibble and increase the meat. So like the ratio is 2/3 meat, 1/3 kibble. And then in the wintertime, I reverse it, basically. Because they need the carbohydrates in the wintertime to stay warm. During the summer, they don't need all those carbs, you know. But I tell you, then um, I had a hater a while back that was on here saying he's the real dark side kennels and all this horse shit, saying that my Merle, get rid of the Merle, my dogs are garbage. I'm like, well, where the fuck are your dogs, bro? You want to talk shit? Show me some. What's up, Ricks? Um, I usually feed Victor, but I took a break from Victor, and I'm trying. The value pack dog food. Everybody says use the black bag, the cheap because it's cheaper. Well, I'm not using the black bag. I'm using the silver bag, which is two meats. It's got pork and chicken in it. It's 24.20, and the reason I did that is because I didn't want these puppies knuckling over and shit. And the adult dogs, they don't need 28% protein. I mean, Kobe's bouncing off the walls out there as it is. He don't need no more energy and shit. You know. What's up, Jordan? What's up, man? So silver bag, value pack silver bag is like $43 a bag. It ain't that cheap. It ain't like it's like $20 dog food. It's two meats, got omega sixes, omega, all that shit in there. Um, I mean, no kibble's really that good. I mean, it's all got beet pulp in it, tomato pumice, all that shit's stool hardeners. It's stool hardeners to make the dog shit easier to pick up. Like sodium bentonite. Sodium bentonite is? It's brick dust. That's what it is. It's brick dust. My day's going all right, man. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it because it ain't gonna help me none anyway. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be straight up with you guys, man. I went through some shit this last week, man. I've been through the ringer. I mean, I had to go to child support court. I had to put out like a shitload of money, man. I spent probably $12,000 in the last 2 weeks. I put out about 12 grand in the last 2 weeks between child support and taking care of stuff for my kid and the birthday and fucking the C-section for the dog. I mean, it's just one big expense after another, you know. But yet I can't get $1,000 for a goddamn puppy that's got a killer bloodline. But yet, what they're going to do, that same customer, what they'll do, they'll go spend 3 grand at another kennel where the dogs look like goddamn greyhounds. Their muzzles are 15 feet long. You know what I'm saying? And they're getting junk. I'm giving you you look at them blues. Look at those videos. Look how short the muzzles are on those blues, man. Look at the stop. When you turn sideways, that stop, man. And that muzzle's only like that long, man. What's up, Chad? You know, I mean, they got nice short blocky heads. I mean, especially the bigger blue one. Man, she's gonna be a monster, and she's got her father's drive, so she's a little wild, man. Like you know, what I mean, she's gonna be a beast. I mean, she's not as crazy as her father, but she's got that Kobe pep in her though. I mean, these dogs are really looking good. I mean, straight fronts. You know, the only thing I don't like about the dogs is the ear crop. You know, and my ear crop guy's usually on point because he did Coco's ears. And if you look at Coco's ears, man, her ears are perfect. But he got sloppy or got in a hurry. You know, the C-section on the pocket breeding cost me just about 4 grand by the time I got done. I had to do it at an emergency vet. That's why I had scheduled for $1,800 at my vet, and my vet my vet wanted to take them on Friday. They weren't ready on Friday. They would have died. You can't take them too early. You got to remember, from the time you breed her versus the time that she actually takes inside is different. You can't just, say, okay, on a 58th day, I'm going to just open her up and just pop them out. It don't work like that, man. Me personally, I look at it this way: whether it's a pocket, standard, it don't matter what size the dog is. They all go into labor around the same time. The gestation is the same. So if I see her get all glassy eyed, she starts panting and going in, I know it's time to go to the vet and get a C-section. I also know when she's supposed to come in and start panting and going through her labor. So I can schedule the day before, and that's fine. But I don't like to go any further than the day before. That's me personally, you know. But the reason I lost a female puppy was because the vet, I went there earlier in the day when she was panting, right? And it was partially my fault. It's like, I'm smart. I'm not stupid. She was in the hallway here and she was throwing up, because they vomit, they have diarrhea, there's all kind of different pregnancy problems. So she threw up. And when she threw up, it's like she peed at the same time, but it wasn't piss. Her water broke because I checked it. I put my finger in it literally and checked it to see if it was piss or if it was thick, you know? And then I was like, oh, this ain't good. But I took her up there, got it done. I got 2 healthy puppies. And this female that I have, I did not breed. I did not raise this dog. So she has some issues, and it's not in the bloodline temperament. It's in her temperament because of the way she was treated. She's got food aggression, which is easy to deal with as long as you leave her alone. She's good. But now she don't even want to let me near the puppies. So I got to go in there, check on the puppies, make sure they're not getting suffocated and all that shit. Today she tried to nail me. Today she came at me. Today she actually came at me. So this guy must have really fucked this dog up. And it's not her fault. But by the same token, I'm not going to let her chew my ass up either. So, and the funny thing is, if I can get her to go outside and get her away from the puppies, she's a different dog. She's just back to her normal self. So she's got this possessive problem, like with food and things, And I maybe because he didn't feed her enough, maybe he didn't give her enough attention. I don't know. Because the whole time she was pregnant, she was a love bug. She was sleeping in the bed next to me, snoring and shit. So I don't know. You never know what you're getting with these people. If people get out of the game, because they're not making no money, they don't care. You could have been beating the shit out of her for all I know. I mean, when she got here, she looked good. She seemed okay, but who knows? What kind of kibble food I feed? Okay, I just talked about that. I'll say it again. That's not a problem. I used to use Victor Professional, but I saw that when I was filling up my container, that the kibble size was changing. The food never looked the same. You know what I'm saying? So and then my dogs were getting the runs here and there. and I worm them every month, so I know they ain't got no worms. They got, I got them hitting with the cord for the coccidia, all that shit. So I said, let me try something else. And now I got them on value pack because I have a feed store. I have a feed store like literally 4 blocks from my house. Dog, like it's a dog grooming place, and they sell dog and cat food. And then he's got like all the top foods there. He's got Taste of the Wild, all that shit. But I'm not using the black bag. I'm using the silver bag. It's a two meat. It's a two meat food. It's pork and chicken. I'm trying that. Potential Badger Kennel, what's up, man? How you having fun with all them blue puppies you got over there, man? You got like what, 12 puppies over there, don't you? Just let everybody know. Potential Badger just had a litter. He got his hands full over there. He got 12 puppies, I think. I don't know if they all still make it, man. Doing good. That's good. I was gonna call you today, man, but I figured you're probably busy, so I didn't call you. I figured you're probably losing his mind over there with all them dogs. I usually feed on the adults. I feed them 2 cups twice a day. I give them meat in the morning, so they get meat once a day. I usually give my adults about a half a pound of meat, quarter pound to half a pound of meat. Um, it could be, and I mix it up. One day it could be hamburger. One day or I'll just take chicken quarters. I'll give them chicken quarters. Sometimes I'll take them off the kibble, and I'll give everybody 2 chicken quarters. I mix it up, man. But the staple is 2 cups twice a day. Um, and the cup I use is small, so it's not a lot of food, not a lot of kibble. And then I give them some type of meat. Like my girl just got a deal on like chicken livers and chicken hearts and all that, so I got that, and I've been chopping that up and putting it in there. I give them organ meat, I give them tripe, I give them all kinds of shit. But I tell you, if you don't want to have to go through all the meat thing, because I just bought a $700 meat grinder, I'm going to start grinding up my own stuff. But if you don't want to go through that, one of the things you can do that's cheaper or easier, not, I don't know if it's cheaper, but it's easier. You can go buy like at Walmart or Publix sells the fresh pet, the beef. I use the beef one. It's got organ meat, regular meat, vegetables all mixed up into a roll, and you just cut it in half-pound slices and just slap it in their food, man. What I do, I just crush it up with my hands, so it's in the kibble, so they can't just eat the meat and leave the kibble in there, and they devour it. And then they get their new vet vitamins in there with it, and I put a little water in there, mix it all up, and that's it, man. Because I mean, I'm going through $350 of new vet vitamins a month, man. I'm going through like 6 bottles of that shit. 6 bottles of the multis anyway. Maybe about 3 or 4 bottles of the joint. Hmm. They don't really get the runs. Actually, they get the runs less when I feed them raw than they do with the damn kibble. The kibble messes their stomach up, man. Because what I think personally with the kibble, the formula is never the same. It might be close, but it's never the same. And if it's off a certain percentage, it's going to make their stomach a little messed up. Say they ran Victor high protein Victor, the teal bag, and they were making that shit right. And then you say, okay, we're going to do a run of professional. Well, there's still going to be some of that high protein shit in there. I mean, you're never going to get it all out of the machines and pelletizers and all that crap. So, but I mean, lately, Victor, every time I look at the kibble, it's a different shape and size. Like it's either oval and big, or it's small and round, or I mean, it's crazy, man. You know, if I could sell some puppies, I would go with, if I can get some of these puppies sold, making more money for off the puppies to support my dogs. I'd probably go with just go Purina Pro plan. You know what I mean? But that shit's like $65, $70 a bag. I've tried Diamond Naturals, man. That gave my dogs diarrhea like crazy. I had them on for like 2 weeks, and they wouldn't stop shitting like runs. You know, it just wasn't working out for me. I tried it. I tried it for like 2 weeks. It didn't work. That's the one thing about Victor. Usually at Victor, if they keep their formula correct, you'll get excellent stools out of that. You'll be able to pick it up almost. I mean, not you're gonna pick it up with your hand, but you could if you wanted to. You know, tasted a wild I haven't tried yet. It's supposed to be a good food. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but I don't know. Back in the day, to show you my age, I guess dogs got the runs on Diamond. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, dog food's expensive, man. Sometimes it's cheaper to feed them raw. I mean, Jesus Christ, I go buy a pack of boneless chicken thighs for $6. Buy 2 packs and feed my dogs for a whole day on $12. You know, give them two apiece. You know what I mean? But the good thing with the value pack, it's a 50-pound bag instead of 40, and it's like $12 cheaper a bag. So I give them that, and I give them the meat, and they're getting the supplement vitamins. So whatever they're not getting in the food's more of a filler just to fill them up. You know what I mean? I mean, the nutrients are coming from the vitamins and the meat more than the damn kibble. That kibble is cooked at such a high pressure. Put it this way, if you have a dog food and it says 34% on a bag, I guarantee you it's probably only like 27 or 28. I bet you it's 4% less than whatever it says it is. Because it's under very high pressure and temperature. It kills the nutrients in the food. You know, it kills the nutrients in the food. You know, yeah. In our breed, you know, you get a lot of chicken allergies. Oh, tired. You know, you get a lot of chicken allergies and shit like that. So you can go with the salmon. I mean, me personally, really, you probably can't go wrong with a salmon based dog food because you're getting so much of the oils and stuff in there. You know, I mean, egg and fish protein are the two best proteins, really, technically. Uh, Mommy home. Think the missus is coming home. Well, the dog's got up. Watch him, buddy. Watch. Good boy. Come here, buddy. Come here. Say hello. Say hello. Say what's up. Big ass head. Get him, boy. Watch him. Watch him, boy. Pass up. Pass up. Good boy. Get him all fired up. Get him, buddy. Watch him, buddy. I got him trained in German and English. Watch him, buddy. What's up, good boy? Here you go, boy. Look at the head on this dog, man. Look at his big noggin on his dog. What's up, Bubba? Get him, buddy. Watch it. Hey, get him. Tasted a wild, $62, 28 pounds. Yeah, they can keep that shit. I ain't having it, Captain. I ain't paying $62 for a 28-pound bag. I feed them raw before I do that shit. That's retarded. That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta remember something. All these dog food companies, all the fancy bags and all the bullshit on them, it's all marketing, man. They don't give a shit about your dog. Don't put goddamn jalapeno peppers in that shit to make dog food if they got to. They don't care what the hell they put in there. Why do you think your dogs get the runs all the time when you stay on the same food? Because they change the formula and they don't tell you. That's why. Because they figure you don't need to know. You're on a need to know basis. That's how the corporate dog food companies treat you. I mean, it is what it is. Yes, sir. I know. I love you too. You're a good boy. You stink though, man. You busted ass in here. What are you farting in here, man? Tell you this boy when he got gas, boy. God dang. You got stinking like a motherfucker in here. Good boy. He's a good baby. I'm gonna try and breed him to Sasha in September. She should be coming in the heat. I gotta take him to the vet too. He's got like this thing on his ear. I don't know if it's just from where one of the dogs bit his ear and he's got scar tissue, but he's got like a white bump. Not full of pus, it's like just hard, like cartilage. So I gotta go take him to the vet and see what the hell's going on with that. What's wrong with your ear, brother? All right, relax. But I'm gonna try and breed. I'm trying to get a litter of boar bulls on the ground because I want to keep one of his sons. You know what I mean? I don't even really want a female. I mean, I might keep a female and a male, but these dogs are big, man. I'm not keeping 4 or 5 or 10 of these. I mean, these dogs, he eats like 8 cups a day, man. He's getting 4 cups twice a day, and he's still lean. Yeah, I'm paying Diamonds $50 for 40 pounds. Yeah, I'm paying $43 for 50 pounds of dog food, which I think is pretty good. And it's a good dog food. I mean, what I do when I go to pick a dog food out, I flip the bag over, I go through the ingredients. How many fillers does it have in it and all that? And I try to, do the best I can to give my dogs the best I can give them. But I can't afford to. Well, all these dogs out here paying almost $100 a bag for dog food, and I got an account in Tractor Supply for like $3,000. I'd be spending that much on dog food alone if I was buying like propane or something. It cost me like $3,000 a month just to feed the dogs. It'd be crazy. I mean, I'm going through a bag of dog food. Net. It was every 48 hours. Now I think every 72 hours. Every 3 days I'm going through a bag of dog food. So I got to have 2 bags of dog food just to get through the week. So I've been buying 3 of the value packs and getting it for the price of like 2 of the Victors. Anybody got any questions about anything else? I'm not in a rush. I mean, it's only 7:30. I'm just saying. I know you guys probably get tired of hearing me talk all the damn time. One thing I was going to tell you guys too is, like when you get on these forums and like, you get to know people on here and different breeders online and shit. That like that gossip shit starts and all that. I had one guy that I ain't never talked to in my life on the phone call me up bitching about somebody else, and I'm not gonna put names out there because I'm not an asshole like that. I ain't gonna go through all that shit. But putting out, talking about, well, he don't own his house, and he don't know what he's doing with his dogs and all this bullshit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I ain't never talked to this man personally, like on the phone personally in my life. He goes on the other guy's live. That's how I know him. And it's just like he says all that shit, and then he gets back to and then being that he's my friend, I gotta tell him. I'm not trying to start shit, but I mean, if it's my friend, if I don't tell him, I'm like, well, if I don't tell him, I'm hiding from him, that's not cool. So I just said, look, man, I'm not trying to start nothing, but this guy called me. This is what he said. I don't know why he said it. I don't know. I don't know this guy from Adam. I just know him when he's on your live. You know, the next thing I know, I'm on a three-way, you know, and the guy's bitching and saying, "You talk to me." I say, "Well, that's you. You said you were." You know, I think the guy was drunk and he don't remember what the fuck he said. That's what I think. He don't remember calling me. But that's kind of shit you go through, you know. You start getting on this YouTube and all that, it starts getting crazy. Then you start getting haters. Like when that was really funny when they got the, oh, your Merle's a piece of shit and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, well I know I ain't got the best dogs, but I ain't got the worst dogs. But let me tell you this: where are your dogs? You want to do a stack off? Let's go. I'm ready. You know, guy's gonna talk all this shit, but he ain't got one dog. Then I go back and look at his name. He ain't got no subscribers. You know, it's just trolling bullshit. That's the part. That's the part that's just, you know, it's irritating. You don't want to deal with that crap. But it comes with the channel. I mean, most of you guys support me, and I appreciate it. You know, I mean, I'm like at almost at 800 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,000 someday. Yep, 392. You're right. Always going to be somebody bitching about something, man. Your dogs ain't this. Your dogs ain't that. Your dog's too small. Your dog's too big. Your dog's got east west. Shit, when I got my dogs out there, I point the faults out on them live on the camera. I ain't got no perfect dogs. I think my dog's a fire. Well, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. I tell you, Kobe's really starting. Kobe's not a huge dog, but he's correct, man. That dog moves really good in the top line. You know, I mean, if I had to say what faults he has, he doesn't have a lot. His main fault, which I think he gets from the bossy line, is that loose skin under the neck. You know what I'm saying? But his head's really grown. You know, he's a high drive dog. He's hard to keep weight on because you won't stop jumping around and acting crazy. You know what I mean? I gotta feed him double to keep the weight on him. It seems like, you know. I'm sure as he matures, once he gets about 3-4 years old and his metabolism slows down, he'll really pop then. You know what I mean? But I mean, Kobe's top line in angulation, turn of stifle is killer. You know, he's actually a little bit angling downward towards his hindquarters. You know, when you stack him right, which is what I want because you know when I bred him to Jasmine, she had a slight high rear. You know, but she had everything else. She had the bone, she had the dome, she had everything else was good. You know, and I did it, and I tell you, these top lines on these puppies out there so far are looking really good, especially the small one. That dog is fire, man. That small blue puppy out there, that top line is like flat, man. Look on the video, it says we working, and look at the side gate in the top line on that puppy. It's a picture of it, like up on the icon there. I mean, that dog got the best top line out of all. So, and I one thing I plan on doing, I don't know if I'm going to keep it out of this litter, out of Sandy's litter, or if I'm going to buy outright. I plan on buying one more stud dog, just one. And the reason for being is because Kobe is a Merle, and I don't want to Merle myself to death. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get I have a guy that wants to place a dog with me. I just got to come up with the 3 G's, and I just spent 12 G's on miscellaneous shit the last 2 weeks. Otherwise, the dog would be here already. So I'm working on trying to get the money together for that, and if I get it, I'm going to have him ship him up here from Florida. And he's like I think he's black tri. You know, he's already trained. He's 3 years old, so I get 3 or 4 good years out of him. You know, for his studding. You know, and another thing is too is his lines match up with Kobe's lines. It goes back to Willy Wonka, so I got to have Willy Wonka on both sides. Follow me? You know, a lot of people say, oh, yeah, they're putting ads out there, no bossy blood, no bossy blood. I don't have a problem with bossy blood. I like all different. There's a lot of different bloods I like, but the only thing with the bossy blood I see that I get is the loose skin under the neck. Other than that, the rest of the dogs are fire. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, I'm just lucky to have what I have. That's the way I look at it. I try to be grateful. I mean, the dogs that I have aren't huge, which I know you guys like, 140-pound males and all that shit. But my dogs aren't east west. My dogs are not cowhocked. My dogs can move. They can jump in the car. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Kobe's strong. Kobe will knock you on your ass. I mean, he almost knocks me over half the time when I'm out there cleaning the kennels. Let's see. How do you feel about blue line bloodline? Well, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I really don't know that line that well. I might have seen the dogs and don't even realize I've seen them. But you know what? Now that you said it, I'm gonna do my homework tonight, and next Friday I'm gonna let you know. I mean, I'm that kind of guy, man. If I don't know shit, I go find out, and then I'll tell you straight up, the dog's garbage or the dog is good. I'll just give you my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I tell you who's got some. I mean, I've been looking at some dogs lately, because I'm looking for another male, but I don't want. I was going to try and get something outside, but something that would link up on the bloodlines, so I could do like a line breeding kind of, not going like total outcross. Um, I'll tell you who's got some badass dogs. I haven't seen them in person. They're having a show in Georgia this weekend. I was going to try and get there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go there because I got puppies coming. I'm probably not going to be able to go. Is that Kentucky's finest bullies, Sarah Roach? She got some fire dogs over there. A couple of them. You got that grand champion Bossy's Kano, and then but the one I really like is that future son. What the hell's his name? Fuck, now I can't remember his name. I have a damn brain fart now. I can't remember his name. But he's badass, man. That he's like a lilac tri or chocolate tri. No, he's a lilac tri. But he got a head like a grizzly bear, man. Compact, thick bone. I think I'm going to breed that male to Jasmine on the last breeding. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about doing that. And the stud fee's reasonable. So, and she's got a litter from Bossy's Kano and this other female Macy, and that looks like it. And that bitch is fire too. I asked her what the prices were on the puppies on that. I'm thinking about selling a lot of my puppies and buying from that litter. You know what I mean? Sacrifice a couple of my puppies, and I mean, you got to improve. You got to, this is like rungs on the ladder. You got to work your way up, man. I'm trying to get to that elite shit. The top of the top, because He a famous breeder in Cali. Now, when you say, yeah, I think I know that guy you're talking about, 392. I think I seen a video on him or some shit. I think I'll look it up, but I think I know who you're talking about now. Now it's coming back to me. I can't remember nothing. I got hit in the head too much when I was. I mean, I've been in some bad accidents, man. I have my fucking skull cracked open, so I can't remember shit. Sandy, I'm just telling you the truth, man. I'm fucking old fuck. I can't remember dick. But there's Sandy's right there. See? She's over there chewing on a bone right there. See that red bitch right there? That's Sandy. You'd be able to see her better if my goddamn camera was working right. This piece of shit. I don't know why it's not working. I'm gonna have to go buy me some fire equipment, man. I'm gonna go get me some like big ass microphone, like all these other people and shit. Come on, man. I'm trying to fix this fucking camera. Yeah, many of you don't know, but back in 1989, I used to drive. I used to ride shotgun for an armored car company in New Jersey, and we were pulling out of the armored car company, and a fucking transit bus hit us going 35 miles an hour, and it flipped the fucking thing 3 times. And the fucking diamond plate door, partition door that was hooked back from the driver, it's like we can crawl through. That shit went in the back of my head and split my fucking skull open. So I got, when the truck ended up back on its wheels, I got up on all fours and I just seen blood gushing down my arm, right? I kicked the back doors open. I'm all fucking look like I just got out of the ring with Tyson, right? And they're like, "Come here, man, come here." And they're looking at me, dude, I can see inside your head. I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." Fucking see my brains hanging out and shit. I'm like, that's great. And I was conscious. That's the thing I can't understand. But you know what? I have seizures because of that shit now. If I don't take my medicine, I'm fucking going, and all that shit. So, yeah, if I don't take my medicine, I'm fucked. Yeah, man, I don't stop, man. There's days, trust me, there's days when I still have like, I don't know, my mother used to have vertigo in her inner ear, so I might have that problem too. But there'd be times I'm driving, I start getting dizzy as fuck, right? I got pulled over on the side of the road and shit. I mean, life is what it is, man. We're all gonna fucking die sooner or later. I'm gonna go to a drop. You know what I mean? I'm 55 years old. I did a job. I did a drain field job in 93-degree heat by myself. I ran a tractor, put all shit in the ground, and covered it up in 12 hours. Usually, I got 3 people doing that shit. You know why I did it? Because I didn't have any fucking choice. I needed the money. I had to do it. That's why. It's all mindset, man. It's just like the Navy SEALs. They push you and let you see what your body can do. When you think you're ready to quit, your body's really not ready to quit. You know what I'm saying? You got to have it's the same thing with this dog business. Like lately, I've been kind of getting fed up with the dog business, and all the bullshit. And I reset myself. I was like, all right, Dave, you're being a bitch, right? I reset myself and I go back to it. You know what I mean? But there's some days I just want to fucking like put somebody's head in a vice and crush their fucking skull, because like you call me, you ain't got $2 to rob together. Yeah, man, I like that blue mail, blah, blah. You're living in your fucking car. Like, come on, man. And I know it. Trust me, I lived it. I was homeless. I've been homeless. I've been through all kinds of shit. My mom committed suicide like fucking 10 times. Cut her wrists open. All kinds of shit. I've been through it all too, man. So I can be have empathy for people like that. I get it, man. But you shouldn't be calling me if you're not ready. Get your shit together, and when you're ready, then call me. I think people try to get into this game. They see dollar signs, and I'm telling you, man, it ain't like that right now. I'm telling you. I know people that can't sell dogs for $500, man. They can't get rid of the fucking dogs. They can't sell them. You know, and I can't go below $1,000. I mean, to me, it's like an insult to me. All the work I put into this shit. You know, the 4 hours a day I spend cleaning and feeding dogs and shit, on top of working doing the plumbing. It's like, nah, man. If you don't feel that I bring that at least that much value to you, we ain't got nothing to talk about, G. It's like, have a nice day. Take your ass to the pound. I mean, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, there's times I give dogs away. Like if I have an older dog or a retired dog, and somebody wants a pet, I got no problem giving nobody a dog. Because I'm cool like that. You know what I mean? But you're not gonna get a dog with papers and breed it with my kennel name on it and fuck it all my kennel name all up unless you're gonna pay me. Because say I sell you a female, right? And then you breed her some fucking retarded looking male. It's got a rear 6 feet in the air, right? And say, oh, look at dark side dogs. They look like shit. Look how high her rears are. Well, I didn't do that shit. That was you. Because, you know, the next generation will have your kennel name on. I said, I just sold him. I sold him a foundation bitch. He's the one that didn't do his homework. Ain't got to do with me. You know? Do your homework, man. And don't get hung up on pedigrees, man. Don't get hung up on pedigrees. Because I'm telling you right now, I see some dogs that ain't from they're not bad pedigrees, but they're not super fire pedigrees. But man, I've seen some top lines and angulation out of this world. Like fire dogs. I go by what I see. I don't give a shit what's on the paper. The paper ain't going to make the dog. I'm going by genetics. I'm going by what I see in front of me putting hands on. You know what I mean? I mean, think about it. Anybody can stack a dog and make that shit look great. Okay? But when that dog starts moving and his fucking rear tucks up under his croup, right? And he's got a roach back and he's breaking behind the withers. I mean, I could pick a dog apart, man. When I go to this dog show Danny's dog show up in October. I mean, I can pick all these dogs apart. I can see every fucking fault they got because I've been in dog shows for 20-something years, different breeds too. But the structure on a dog is basically all the same to a certain degree. You know, you want a deep chest, you want a good shoulder set, you don't want the elbows popping out, you don't want cowhock. You don't want east-west. This is for all different types of dogs. Rottweilers, Mastiffs. You know what I'm saying? Like if the dog's coming at you and he's throwing his elbows out, that means his elbows ain't right. I mean, it's just common sense, man. Once you know the structure of the anatomy, proper anatomy of a dog, you know, on a side view, front view, back view. What's up, Alexander? You know, then you can start picking these dogs apart. I pick my own dogs apart. That's how I appreciate it, Alexander. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for showing up, man. You know, I appreciate all the support. I may not say it as much as everybody else does because, like, some of these guys on here, on these YouTube channels, are kissing everybody's ass. Oh, please comment, like, and subscribe. I mean, I appreciate it too, but I'm not going to jam it down your throat all the time. You know, I mean, I'd love to get monetized and all that, but it's not my agenda. You know, eventually, if you do good channel and it's informative and it's got good content, it will take care of itself. Kind of like the dog kennel. If you got good foundation dogs and you're breeding good stuff and you got good prices and you don't fuck people over, you're going to do well. Yeah, no, when I had 100 subs, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I didn't even think I was going to get this far with it, man, because I'm about the most stupidest son of a bitch when it comes to, like, computers and all this shit. You know? I mean, you see how I struggle with this shit. Half the time, look, my camera ain't even working right now. So, I just do what I can do, man. I keep it raw, keep it real. I almost did a trade with SSK Kennels for a pocket for my tri female out there, Kira. But originally I didn't want the pocket. He had a dog there in one of his videos named Tesla. It was a white dog, had some ticking on it. It's brown and white. And real thick, heavy bone female. And when I called him, he was having a special on her. And he's like $3,500 or whatever. Which, I mean, his prices are up there. I think the buyer outright, he wanted like $7,000. But I was going to do something with him, and he says, "Oh, well, Tesla's not on special anymore. Like, how convenient is that?" And he's trying to give me this other dog, Penny. And Penny, she looks all right, but she's not. I really don't want another pocket. I'm going to stay more with the XLs. You know, it's like everybody switches up when you try to make a move. You know, when you say, "Okay," because I was going to drive down there and take her with me and do the deal, and that way, you know, you see one of my dogs all the time because you watch SSK Kennels. He's got his dogs out and about all the time, you know. I haven't heard from him. Well, he what he told me was that they're getting to the point where they're so older because these dogs he didn't sold any of this litter and they're like a year old. So I guess he's going to keep them and breed them now. I don't know, but why should I have to sacrifice my pick female out of my litter, which she's really worth more than $2,500? But I put her at that price so somebody would buy her quickly, and it still didn't happen. So since I look at it this way, if you guys, whoever's out there, whoever's listening, that's not on here, but still listening, if you're looking for a puppy from me and you're not willing to pay even $1,000, I mean, you must just not even watch because like you're wasting your time. Because you know what's going to happen next litter? I'm going to set the prices and they're not going to go down. And if I got 55 dogs out here, that's what it is. Like I said in previous video, I will fix every one of them and give them away. I will keep the 2 or 3 that I want to keep. I will fix the rest and I'll give them to people that can't afford to buy a dog. They can't afford to buy a nice dog. Like they can afford an $850 dog, but they can't afford a fucking $3,000 dog. These are designer dogs, man. These dogs are, that's what they are. So I'm gonna tell you, Kobe going through some shit. Kobe throws better than himself. I need to start studying Kobe out to other guys, other females, because he's throwing. You look at him, he's not that big. He's really super correct, but he's not that big. But he's got good bone, great headpiece. But let me tell you, that dog threw the bone in this litter. Dog's a beast in here. Yeah, Kobe will knock you on your ass, man. He's compact. I mean, he comes running up to me and hits me in the leg. I almost fall the hell over. He's a good boy. He's not nasty or nothing. He's like a big puppy. He just wants to keep playing. He's high drive, jumping around, running all over the place. There is a lot of trash kennels on YouTube. I run across like all different breeders, and like I'm one of those guys. Like, if you got fire stuff, I'm gonna let everybody know. Like I just told you, Sarah Root's got some fire shit, right? I just told you that ain't making me no money. I don't give a shit. I give credit where credit's due. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what? I had animal control here. They saying I was running a puppy mill out of my backyard. Right? I'm a puppy mill. I'm like, bro, I, I've only had 3 litters in 4 years. What are you talking about? Yeah, just wanting easy money. Yeah, I know. Thing is, though, the market's so flooded. If you don't have top shelf shit, you're not going to sell your dogs anyway. And if you do sell them, they're going to go to they might go to the wrong home. It's not just the money, man. It's where's the dog going. If my dogs aren't going to get exposure, why would I want to sell it to you? You know what I mean? If I give you my pick male out of the litter, and I sell them to you, even if I make $4,000 off the puppy, say, and that dog never sees a show or never gets out of your yard, nobody sees what I produce. Like, it's stupid. It ain't gonna help me none. I'm better off keeping it and showing it myself. Yeah, I got a proper setup to a degree, man, but it needs a lot of work. But I mean, I got to put like another. I'm probably going to put probably another $6,000 into it before it's really nice. Because just the stone alone is going to cost me $2,800. And then I got to buy the panels, the diamond plate for the front of the kennels, because they're chewing the wood on the kennels. So I'm going to diamond plate the front of the kennels around the door and shit, up 4 feet high. I'm buying 4x8 sheets of diamond plate, and I'm cutting them, and I'm gonna screw them right to the fucking front of each kennel. It's gonna look badass, but it's like $115 a sheet. I need 11 sheets, so yeah. I mean, Christ, I just spent $4 grand on the DMC section. It's like these pockets. I got these 2 pocket puppies. All right, so I got $4 grand on the C section. Yes, Fear, I see you, buddy. I know. All right, easy, Bubba. You know, I got, look at his arm rest. That's how tall the dog is. Look, my arm rests like resting on a chair. Big ass son of a bitch. Yes, brother, I love you. Yes, okay, all right. Big ass. This dog got a 32-inch head, man. Look at the head on this bitch. Big ass son of a bitch. Wow. I'll get you, boy. So, yeah, just keep pushing, man. He's starting to shed like crazy, too, man. I just pet him like all the black hair comes off. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. Knock me the hell over. This dog here, if this dog bumps into you, you're going to fall down. I'm telling you, this dog ain't no joke. He hip check you, he's going to knock you over. This dog weighs 198 pounds. He's almost 200 pounds. He's like this close. I measured his head around. It's 32 inches around. Bro, you don't see that noggin on that dog? Look at the muzzle. His goddamn muzzle got to be 14 inches around. He's like 31 inches tall. I mean, he's a mastiff. I mean, you know, 120. Shit, he weighed 120 when he's 6 months old, bro. Christ blew out in the yard, man. You know, the one I'm going to breed the He-Man, she weighs 104 pounds. She's 104, and she looks huge. But when you put her on a scale, she's 104. I think a lot of these people say these dogs weigh 120 pounds. I think they're full of shit. To get a 120-pound dog, you know what I mean, on a bully, you got to have some serious weight on it. You know what I mean? That was a 140-pound dog. God, you shedding. Come on, man. Get out of here. Go lay down. You're shedding ass. But, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people lie. They lie about the weight sometimes, I think. You know? Weight is not important on the dog. If the dog is the right height and the structure is right, who gives a shit how much the dog weighs? Because even if you're going to use the dog for protection, right? Think about it. A Belgian Malinois, what do they weigh? 55, 65 pounds? But when that shit hits you going 30 miles an hour, it knocks you on your ass. It's the intensity of the hit. It ain't got to do it. You know, when you got 55 pounds coming at you 30 miles an hour, it's going to knock you down. The boar bull, the black boar bull I got in here weighs 198. The one outside, she was 123, but she lost some weight. I got to find out what the hell's wrong with her. She got skinny on me. I don't know, just because she ain't eating because it's hot out, but she's got more weight on her. But she moves like a gazelle, man. Oh, look, Edith showed up. What's up, Edith? I thought you was out cheating on me, man. I was like, where are you at? Damn, 8:02 already. See when you guys let me yak and shit, the time flies right by. I'll hang on for about 10 more minutes, then we'll get out of here. I wonder where Eddie's at, man. Eddie the lowrider, where the hell's he at? He must be busy cleaning up his dogs. I got a guy up in New York. I sold him for my first litter. I sold him the puppy Vi for the first litter. She was my pick female. who's the best kennel on YouTube besides me, man? That's a tough one, brother. Like, I mean, there's a lot of good kennels out there. I mean, Monster Bully kennel's got a lot of good dogs, but I mean, I talked to him the other day. He's talking 18,000, 20,000. I was like, yeah, that's too rich for me, brother. But see, the good thing is, like Monster Bully kennels, this guy I'm telling you about in New York, a friend of mine, you know, Morpheus from Monster Bully Kennels, his stud dog. Well, Eddie's got his son, one of his sons, up there. So I'm gonna get the Morpheus blood without paying the big money. You know what I mean? But he's got one of my females up there. I sold him, and I sold my pick female cheap, right? Dirt cheap. And man, let me tell you, she looks fire, man. I mean, if I knew how to do it, I would put it up here and let you see it. But I have to figure that out sometime. But I'm telling you, I got pictures of her, top line, everything is crazy, man. Flat top line, tight feet, straight front, clean, no shit hanging under here, clean. Now that's Gus and Jasmine. That's Gus bred to Jasmine. Gus was Pro Bowls. Gus is in New Jersey right now with my buddy. Like if I need him for stud, I got him, but he's living his life up there because they wanted him. I got the paperwork, but what's up, Joseph? Yeah, man, I bred dogs. I've been breeding dogs since I was 10 years old, bro. I'll give you the rundown real quick, and then I'm gonna get off of here. So this is what happened. My family's all big hunters from New Jersey, right? You know, deer hunting, bow hunting. You know, we hold 2 state record bow kills in New Jersey, 76, 81 state record for bow kills for deer. But I started with beagles, running rabbits, field trials with my father, right? Then my parents got divorced, broke up. You know, I grew up, moved out, blah, 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 did what I had to do. And then I got into German short-haired pointers. And then from there, the field dogs were too crazy in the house, man. They got too much drive. Then I went to the Rottweiler. I fell in love with the Rottweiler. And that stuck with me. And then I started breeding Rottweilers, and I bred them for like 10 years. I showed all over. You know what I'm going to do next week? I'm going to bring down a box. I got 2 boxes of trophies and ribbons and bullshit pictures of me when I had long hair and shit up in the attic. I'm going to bring them down, dust them off, and I'm going to show you guys on the camera all the trophies I won. And these are under European judges from Czechoslovakia, judges from Belgium. I mean, all over. So, what's up, Slick? Yeah. How's she doing? How's Capri doing? She doing good? But I'm telling you, man, like I went from beagles. I've done short hair pointers. I didn't really breed them though. I just had one. Then I went to the Rottweilers. I bred them heavy for 10 years. Then I got into the early 90s pit bulls at a chain gang kennels out of Texas, like hog hunting lines. Then from there, I took a break, and then I did Chesapeake Bay Retrievers. Added some top lines out of that. That didn't work out because the lady I got the foundation female from was like, she's a big name breeder. I'm not gonna put her name out there, but she's all about her money, so that didn't work out. I ended up getting into the bullies. I took a break, didn't have any dogs for a while, you know, and then when I come down here, I got into the bullies, and here I am. Let's see. First layer of the Merles were fire. You got to do that again. We have a bag ready this time. Oh, I got news for you, Slick. You may have some fire Merles coming out of this because I got my girl right here. Here, let me show you. That's Sandy. She's knocked up. She's big as a house. You can't really see her stomach. It's behind a chair, but yeah. So she's bred to Kobe. So we're gonna get some Merles. And she's got Merle on her side too. She's not a Merle. her mother's mother was a Merle, I believe. So it's in there, but it's back. So we'll see what we get. But what we are going to get is straight H-frame fronts, correct rears, correct top line, correct angulation. Not huge dogs. You know, the males will probably be 105, 110. Females will be at 100, 98, 100 pounds. You know, I could be wrong. Now, if we get recessive genes coming, say from the Bossy side, which I think came from that try, if we're getting recessive genes, I could get real heavy bone puppies. Because some of these puppies in this last litter were boned up. Yeah. So, but I've been doing this a long time, man. I had so many Rottweiler litters, man. I probably bred like 9, 10, 11, 12. I can't remember how many litters it was. My first litter was 15, and they all survived. First litter. And it was from a dog named Caspar von Schmamberg. Because I was doing all European stuff. I was getting stuff from Germany before anybody was doing it. Like, you know, I ordered a puppy from Germany, came in on Lufthansa, man. It was $3,000 back then. Cost me 3 G's just for the dog, 3,500. You know, and his father was Graf von the Teufelsbruck, and a guy Joe Weber up in Paris, Sparrowbush, New York, had a kennel up there, and I'd drive up. I was in Jersey at the time, and I would drive up there, and we would do schutzing and work and all that stuff. So I've been doing this a long time, man. I've been training dogs, running obedience classes, all kinds of shit. So I'm no rookie. You know, I might not be an expert on the bullies yet, but I'll get there because whatever breed I get into, I study it and I perfect it. That's how I do it. But I appreciate everybody getting on tonight. And like I said, next week I'll bring down the trophies and stuff and I'll show you. I don't just talk about shit. I show you, I prove it. You know what I mean? I mean, you got people who talk shit and don't ever show you nothing. I put the trophies. I don't even hang the trophies up or nothing because I don't want. That's Rottweiler shit. Like I'm doing this now. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna show it to everybody. Yeah, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to do it for the win, man. I tell you, there's some days when I don't want to get up and do this shit, but you know, that's the mental discipline in anything. You got to will through it, man. When you don't want to do it, that's when you got to do it the most. If you don't want to go work out, you got to get your fat ass up and work out. You know, if you don't want to go to work, you get your ass up and work. I mean, it's just mental discipline, man. If you don't keep that mental discipline, you're screwed. Did I do a show? You mean with the Rottweilers? Oh yeah, I showed all over. I went to Canada, Missouri, Florida, Virginia, Maryland. I actually won in Maryland. I won V1 Open Bitch in Maryland, 1994. I won that show. I went to the Nationals, and we had the National show in New Jersey, the ARV Nationals in like 96. Yeah, 96. I took first place in the puppy class there under Pierre Shaken from Belgium judge. They would fly the judges from Europe over here to judge the shows. So, yep. I did bite work and put the suit, put the sleeve on, all that shit. So, I'm running 12 minutes over, but I ain't got like I got anything to do, so that's one reason I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm gonna get off here shortly though. I got my mailman tan going on. Look at that shit. I'm white as snow up there. Look at damn Puerto Rican on the bottom and white boy on the top. It's like when I go put a pair of shorts on, I'm always wearing long pants at work, and I go out and my legs are white as shit. It's like I gotta go rub some damn bronzer on them or something, man, so I don't look all stupid. Surprised Eddie ain't on here tonight though. Eddie's a friend of mine from New York, and like I said, he's got a Morpheus son up there. He's got a lot of Bully Barn pocket, really high end pocket stuff. Some nice. He's got some nice dogs, man. He's got Vi, which is the pick female from the first litter of mine, from Gus and Jasmine, and he got some fire dogs up there. He's got 2 or 3 from Monster Bully Kennels up there. He paid like 13,000, 15. I'm like, God dang. And I don't mind spending money, man. But when you start talking over 10 grand for a dog, that's where we part ways, man. Until I start making some serious money off of my dogs, that shit ain't happening, Captain. You know, I can't spend $15,000 on a puppy not knowing what's going to turn out to be. I mean, that's too much of a crapshoot to me. You know what I'm saying? Because what if something happens? You're fucked. What are you gonna do? You know. I think once you get up to 10 grand on any puppy, you're kind of pushing it. I could see as high as 8,000, you know, maybe 10. But the average price, I'd say, for a bully, 3,000 to 6,000, depending on if it's Merle, depending on what the lines are, depending on all this stuff, you know. But the market changes too, so you don't know. I mean, they could just keep going up and up and up. I know my prices are going up because I tell you, if you don't want to pay for one of my dogs, you ain't getting them no more. I mean, I'm done with that bullshit because you know what? I don't want to hurt the business either, as far as selling my dogs for cheap and all these, you know, other people were making money off of me. You know, so you're having a litter and you make fucking 20 grand, and I sold you the dog for $1,000. Nah, man, that's not how this shit works. You gotta pay your dues, kid. You know, I got like 60 G's. I got 60 grand wrapped up in this shit. Between the buildings and the dogs, probably $60,000. It's time to get paid. You know, and my prices are fair. That try is the pick of the litter. I can't believe nobody bought that try yet for $2,500. That's a fire dog. She's gonna throw puppies. She's boned up, man. She's gonna be a she-male. Watch. You're gonna see her in 12 months. You're going, God, man, can I buy that dog? And then she's gonna be fucking $10,000. You know, if she turns out the way I think, if somebody want to buy her with no litters, shit, they better come up with 10 grand, because that's about what she's gonna cost. You know, the thing is with these puppies, you got to know what you're looking at when you're looking at puppy. Whatever they look like at 8 to 10 weeks is what they're going to be when they're 2 years old. You follow me? Whatever they look like at 8 to 10 weeks, I'd say more, really 8 weeks is what I think in my head. Whatever they look like at 8 weeks, that's what they're going to look like when they're 2 years old. Tell them. If they got a flat top line at 8 weeks old, they're going to go through all kinds of changes. They're going to lose their top line, but when they come back together and fill out, they're going to go back to the way they were. You know, you got to learn how to look at the dog's movement, the angulation, the top line. Is the dog clean under here? You know, does the dog's feet splay out? You know, you got to keep their nails trimmed. You got to keep them light. Put too much weight on the puppy. Now the puppy's got pasterns. Now the dog's all bow-legged. Don't overfeed them. I know one thing. If I don't take my girl on a vacation soon, she's gonna shoot my ass. You know, because she's at her wit's end. I need to take her ass to the shore. I gotta take her to the beach before it gets fucking cold out, or she's gonna put a fucking bullet in my head. I mean, really, the woman works like a dog. She helps me with the dogs. You know, she's done a lot for me. I gotta take her out and treat her. I gotta just take fucking $2 grand and just fucking go down the shore and fucking go ape shit. You know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find somebody to watch these goddamn dogs. I'm gonna say, here, man, here's $500. Watch these dogs for 3 days or whatever it cost me. I said, I'll see you. Have fun. I'm out. But I'm gonna hire like a professional, somebody, like a professional, somebody that ain't a fucking retard that can do it. You know what I mean? One thing about me, I don't mind paying if I'm getting good stuff. I don't like paying when I'm getting shit service or, because I'm in the service industry. If I'm getting good service, I'll pay you like stellar, you know. But if you fuck me, I'm gonna fuck you back, and that's the bottom line. I'm an eye for an eye, tooth for tooth kind of guy. Whatever I get from you, that's what you're gonna get from me. That's it. You know. You got all these keyboard warriors on here talking shit. I'm like, come get some. You ain't gonna want to come to this house. I can tell you right now. You're gonna find out. You're the wrong one. I'm a crazy old man. I'm gonna be dead in 20 years. You think I worry about going to jail? I ain't worried about that shit. Come to my house, starting stuff, man. It's over with. Yo, cut it out. Well, I'm gonna get off here, guys. I'm tired, and I hope you all have a good night. You got any more questions before I get off? Anything else you want to ask me? I'll be doing a lot of videos. Just so you know, I'll be doing a lot of videos in the next few days. You know what I mean, with the puppies and all. And I might even do a live video of her having the puppies. It still depends on how things play out. But you're gonna see Sandy's puppies probably Tuesday. Should be Tuesday. So you all have a good night. I appreciate y'all, and I'm out. Peace.